you guys would just be doing this to your phone. That's it. So we're gonna start, and this is your first time here, and you don't know who I am. I'm Sandra Cronquist, and I run this place, and I coach, and I teach, and I do pageant coaching, just to let you guys know, since I got some pageant people. Do pageant coaching, that's the craziest, guys, pageant coaching. It's just the craziest. I just wanted to tell you that. You never knew these coaches were right. It's a whole zoo of really buck-toothed girls that are never going to make it. Listen, I didn't mean anything about that. I was that buck-toothed girl. So always a runner-up, never a winner. Just so it's working out good. Notice how I'm stalling. I never did this much time in my life, okay? Up here. Keep going, keep going.
We love you.
Oh, we love you. We love you. You love me? Well, let me tell you something. This is a very different open mic. This is all about you guys, and I hope that all of you have a great experience. And remember, if people tell you you're funny, you probably are, but you won't know until you take it from the page to the stage. That's what I'm saying. A round of applause for our first performer. You know her from the Comedy Store. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Lemaire. Woo! Where's my stool?
I was looking for a stool.
Okay. No.
Oh, it's right here.
It's right here. Don't touch the paint. I'm so sorry. That's right. Where's the stool? I'm sorry. I had a paint job today.
I never had one of those.
And I'm looking for the stool. All right. Let me give it up for Lemaire.
Perfect. All right, I'm so happy to be here. And this is their first date, as they said. And he's 6'4", so you can climb him like a tree if you want to. Anyway, but this is a very handsome couple, and I have to get on with my stuff. But anyway, I just feel kind of self-conscious because I normally wear a hat because my hair grows out really fast, and I've been prematurely gray since I was in my 20s. And when I grow it out, it and I thought, oh my God, and this lady says, oh, you have your roots showing. And I said, I know. I said, it's white, so it looks like I've got snow on the roof. So the lady says to me, she goes, oh, well, I got snow in the basement. And then this other lady pipes in, she goes, I have dry ice in the basement. I'm like, oh, okay. So anyway, I'm going to tell you something about my family. My mother was Jewish, and my father was Colonel Sanders. And he wasn't the real one. After the real one died, probably of some deep fried related, heart attack or something. My father became the new image, and they put his face on all the restaurant facades and on all the buckets. And so he was a breast man. That's what he was into. And working for KFC, he became a leg man too. And he lived till he was almost 100 years old. He was only a few months shy. So when he died, he kicked his own bucket. And it was extra crispy. And it was finger licking good. Thank you. So now about the mother. My mother was a professional dancer. She danced her whole life, and she was even in the Guinness World Book of Records being the oldest chorus line dancer in the world. And she was in a show with Palm Springs Follies, and you had to be at least 60 years old and have all these credits to be in it. So she was kind of a funny person too, and she goes, I just don't know why you don't come and see my show. It's the only show that you can smell the Bengay from the stage. And I said, well, yeah, it's kind of far. And so she's like, yes, and they bust in all these senior living facility people in there, and it's just wonderful in this great big theater. And I always get applause when I do my time step, and usually I get a standing ovation from those that could stand. And but the finale is the best part because we all go on stage and we sing God Bless America, and she says, there's not a dry eye or dry seat in the house. Get in, thank you. All right, so what I was going to say is, we're all trying to, look good. And, you know, no matter how hard I work out, I'm getting warm. Is it okay I'm getting warm? Because I know you're refusing. I mean, these aren't, look at this. I mean, I hugged a friend in the mall the other day and 3 people fell over. And I haven't had any plastic surgery. These are my breasts. And when I lay on my back, they roll underneath my arms. And it looks like a hammerhead shark. It's a visual. It's not attractive. And, you know, and these girls now, they arch their eyebrows. Have you seen it? They just arch it so high like that. You know, if you spray painted those gold, it would look like the entrance of McDonald's. You know, I call it McBrow. I don't know if you've seen it. And,
McArch.
yeah, huh?
McArch.
McArch, thank you. I'll call it McArch. I thought it was McBrow, but if you want McArch, hey, she's a comedy teacher. And by the way, she's a fabulous comedy. We were at Pay Radios at the Comedy Store, but not enough about her. Anyway, so you know, I went to Beverly Hills just to walk around, you know, and I noticed that there was a lot of skeletons walking around there, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, you know, come in. Who's this?
Sasha.
Hi.
Hi, sorry. Oh, hi. Hi.
That was me. That was my old hair.
Oh yeah. How you doing? I'm doing a show. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, you could sit there. Is there a chair there? Okay. So anyway, so I'm walking around Beverly Hills and I see like people like I think they're dressed in skeleton and I'm thinking, wait a minute. Halloween was last month, but then it dawned on me. I go, oh, okay, they're all on that diabetic drug, you know, that lowers that regulates their blood count, and it also makes them lose weight. So, but they don't need it. So, the new commercial is, Ozempic. You know, it's making my appetite go. Ozempic. You know, I went from a size 4 to a -0. Okay, that's the joke. Okay. And then, let's see what else we have here. Let's see, we've got parents, we have, kind of good. Oh yeah, you know, these telemarketers call. I love to do this, especially when I'm alone. You know, and they always sit there and they say, you know, hello, this is Jeff from Kansas. Right? And I go, hi, what do you want? And they say, well, it's about your income tax. Oh, so did you want my social security number? And they're like, yes. And I go, okay, it's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, just like my IQ. Okay, thank you. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, yes. I don't know if this has happened to anybody here, is that when somebody will sit there and say to you, oh my gosh, you look exactly like this girl that was in my class, or you look exactly like my friend's sister, you know, and it's never the Margot Robbie version of me. It's always like a gargoyle. They go, you look just like that person. I go, oh, I do. You know, when they find the show, it's never an attractive person. Okay, and then the last thing is this parking lot over here on Fairfax and Santa Monica Boulevard. It's like this big, and there's all these cars, and I go to Whole Foods there, and there's a lot of little different things there. And so I was parking like in the Russian bakery there, and so the valet guy comes out, the parking lot attendant. So he's motioning for me to pull back, you know, and so I'm starting to pull back, then he's going forward, and I'm going, okay, and then he's doing this thing like this, and I said, I don't know what you want me to do, you know, and he's like coming this, and I'm packing up, and then I almost hit a car, and then he's like this, and starts stamping his feet. I'm like, I don't know what this guy's doing, okay, and then all of a sudden he disappears, so I pull out, and I get to the exit, and I go, I'm so sorry, I just didn't know what you were wanting me to do. You were moving all around, and I almost got hit. And he goes, what are you talking about? I wasn't trying to help you, Park. I was talking on my cell phone. Thank you for that. Okay, Oh, you already gave me the light?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
That's okay. You got one.
So I'm done.
You got a minute.
Oh, I have a minute?
I'll
I'm
give you
just trying
55.
to
No. Minute, second.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I think I've done as much as I can do here. Yeah, okay. Thank you. That's it. Okay. Wow, Cinda, all new stuff.
No, I know. Where do we find you on social media?
Oh, okay. You can find me on IG. Well, I'm cool now. I can say that. Okay. At Lemaire everywhere. And that's Lem as in mother, AIRE, EVERYWHERE. Lemaire everywhere. On Facebook, it's just Lemaire, and Ginger Girl Star, so it's LE space, capital M as in Mary, AIRE, Ginger Girl Star, and then where else am I? I think that's all. Oh, hahadame@AOL.com.
There you go. There you go.
Thank you.
Lemaire, it's nice to see you.
Not too bad for the first one out. Thank you.
It's always good to see you.
All right, thank you so much for letting me. Absolutely new material. Okay, thank you. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I think I've met you before.
I
Maybe.
think so.
No? Okay, thank you.
If not, we can remedy that.
Are you leaving?
I'm gonna leave in a little while because I have to get up and do this but next time in the morning, but I'll stay and watch some people.
Oh, no. Okay, because I wanted to bring it back. Let's do this. Come on. Woo! All right. Let's do this.
When she leaves, I'm leaving.
Wow, okay, we got a date over there.
Okay.
Thank you very much. My name is Alan Weiss. Thank you. I'm glad to be here because if I wasn't, I'd be at work. I don't want to shock you, but I'm an accountant. So that's why I would be at work. I'm also, I process information differently. It comes out jumbled because I'm dyslexic. You're probably wondering how I could be a dyslexic accountant. It's not fraud. Unless there's intent.
Beautiful.
I'm a nerd, considered a nerd, however, I'm the worst nerd ever. I've seen Star Wars, but I've never masturbated to it. But if I was to, it'd be to Microsoft Excel. Because I just want to get a girl into my sheets. I work at a fashion company, not denim, but fashion company, and people find out, they always want to air all their complaints to me. And I'm like, okay, so I was at this wedding, this woman found out, and she's like, I need to tell you, I hate men because they invented the bra. I said, first off, it was a woman, and second, if it was a man, it wouldn't exist. At work, my boss likes to give me all the juicy gossip. Also the juicy gossip. But I can't tell anyone. So you know how hard it is to sit across the table from someone and know they slept with everybody in the office? But you? It's hard. It's hard. I went to my therapist and she told me I'm on spectrum. I said, how do you know? She said, your shoddy connection to society. I don't like to be touched, but my love language is touch. Except if there's a rub down involved. Then it's okay. I'm seeing someone new. She's difficult. She doesn't like the girls I date. She doesn't like my life decisions. I'm like, Mom, stop it. I'm 40. Leave me alone. I'm single, and all my relatives, my dad and everybody, like, don't ever get married. Don't get ever married. Don't do it. Don't do it. So all my siblings are either married or getting married. So you know what that means. I won. My my dad's and uncle's respect. My mom doesn't like that, so I went on a date. I went on a first date, not mine, my friend's. It was him, his friend, and it was him, his date, and me at a table. And then he got up and left. So I slid right over and I said, "Hi, Steve." I mean, hi, Lauren. Yeah. I like to take over for Steve while he's on break. That's dyslexia, you know. I told you I jumbled things. Probably wondering why Steve had me there, because he just needed a ride. And then he comes out and says, "What are you still here?" And I said, "Well, I guess I'll leave now." With another person there, I went to have to pick up her dog for some reason. It was really weird. Anyway, weird story. Let's see. I went. Let's see. I try to be social, and so I would go to the beach. And when I see a pretty girl, I know to go up to her, and I say, "You look gorgeous." And this turns out one of two ways. She either goes, "Thank you so much, you made my day," or her boyfriend goes, "What did you say?" I'm like, "I'm on Spectrum." Shoddy connection. You're breaking up. I hope. I have a cousin who is trying to help me be more social, and he says, "Come to my brunch." So I said, "Well, what should I bring? I want to be nice." And he said, "Bring pita, but the fluffiest pita you can find." So I went to Whole Foods, and I was in the pita aisle, and I was feeling up all the pita. Oh yeah, that one feels kind of nice. That one feels kind of hard. Oh yeah, that one feels just right. And I was thinking, if someone sees me, they're gonna think I'm a pedophile. I'm an accountant, I said that, and I promise I won't bore you with a history of accounting. So by 3000 BC, the Mesopotamians invented it. By 1495, the Italians modernized it, and by mid-1800s, the Scottish professionalized it. See, I told you I wasn't going to bore you. But I'm telling you this to let you know it wasn't the Jews. I like those statistics, stuff is fun. I also like to know who invented taxes. It was the Egyptians, and that's why the Jews got out. My coworker a little bit didn't understand religion, didn't understand our Jewish religion, and he said, "Hey, do you have a Passover? Do you have a Hanukkah bush for Passover?" I was like, "What am I supposed to say?" So I said, "We do. It's in the back. We light it on fire, hide behind it, and wait for Moses to come." He brings plates, 10 of them. He's fortunate I'm not the first one. So I try to be more social, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So I came up with a couple things I could do. I was like, you know what? I could join a gang of accountants. They're the debits and they're the credits. And then we can go around and jump people and go, "You just reconciled." And then we run because it's scary. I don't look at me, don't think I'm tough. I got a tattoo, but I'm risk averse, so it's in pencil. My gang nickname's the Baker because I cook the books. I ran D1 track at USC, and I ran on the team because walking on was too slow. And that's a really stupid joke. Why not? So that's most of my stuff. So I'm gonna do a little bit of newer stuff. I was at a wedding, my brother's wedding, and I had to give a toast, and my cousin stole all my jokes. So I sat down and I was like, I gotta write a whole new set the day of the wedding. And so I decided I'm just gonna write from my heart. right here, right in my heart. And I was like getting teary. I was like, man, this is good. This is good stuff. I'm gonna make the whole room cry. And I delivered, and they just laughed the whole time. And I was like, well, apparently what I think is funny is what I think is sad is funny. And apparently me not having friends is funny. So that's that. I'll work on that one. Let's see. I had so I don't like people who brag, and especially people who are wealthy. They like to brag about all the stuff they have. And I was driving my friend home, and I have to drive him every once in a while. And the first time I drove him, he's like, we get off the freeway, and he's like, see that high rise? I own it. And then the second time, he's like, see that apartment complex? I own that too. And the third time, I was like, take an Uber. Thank you very much. My name is Alan Weiss. You can find me on Instagram at Alan W. Weiss. Thank you very much.
All right. Alan White, very nice tonight. Woo! See, Lemire brought in that joy out of you. Where the hell did she just run to? You're good? Because Bobby fucking Peterson's here. Let's do this. Round intermission.
Okay, I'm ready.
I'm Bobby.
I'm eating into my time. Good?
Yeah.
No, you're good. I'm that's what I need. My book. Hold on, I will be right back.
Want me to reintroduce you?
Oh no, I'm good.
Okay.
This is part of my set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone's on stage.
Back. Baby. The baby just felt right. Wow, dead room tonight. What the fuck? I know it's me. It's me. I'm not performing. I should be performing. That's what you paid for. I heard on the radio today, it was kind of funny. The announcer came on, and so this is what she came on, and she was reading like the news, and you could hear like the question in her voice. She said, a shooter killed one person in a psychiatric ward today. And I was like, that's the right response. Like, a shooter? Like, is that a shooter? Or is that just a person who killed someone? That's a murderer, right? That's not a shooter. I don't know. That just felt weird. I tried committing suicide, but I just ended up addicted to fentanyl.
Oh my god.
My friend OD'd though. I had to use Narcan on him. Awesome people bought it. No, it's not true, but for the joke it is. Yeah, so he got addicted to Narcan, and now I have to carry a Fenty pen around. Yeah, I just wanted to say Fenty pen.
That's good.
Yeah, I killed the joke by it. Yeah, but okay, it's a good joke, I think. It's soon to like it. Like my nipples, guys? I know, they're hard to see. Micro nips. They're like the plugs to some THC cartridges. They just look like nipples, so I glued them onto a shirt. That's funny, right? So this, my research into because I'm technically Jewish by Jewish law. My mom's mom was a Jew. I'm a Jew. So my research into it, because I don't really know much about Judaism, but because I just don't understand why everyone hates them, or why it seems like everyone hates them. My honest, what I've come down to, and this isn't bad. They refuse to assimilate and they refuse to die. That's pretty. Is that not? I mean, they keep going. And that's why people seem to hate. I'm not like I'm saying that's punk rock. I don't know. Like they just refuse to assimilate. Like do what everyone else tells them. I don't know. That's just I like that. You help me with this. I forgot your name. Alan Weiss. Alan Weiss. He's that was
Brilliant.
yeah. That was a. You had some good shit. I like that a lot. Yeah. Yeah. Give it up for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'm still working on my stage craft, so give it up for Alan Weiss, everybody. So yeah, he helped me with this. I jotted it down, so it's not really. I haven't worked it out too, but like, this is it's true. Like sometimes, like I'm sitting around and I'm like, I'm not there. Like there's nothing wrong. I'm not neurodiverse. I'm not autistic. I don't have ADHD. Like sometimes I just have these moments where I'm like, oh, it's bullshit. I've just been faking it. And I'll like end up in a social situation, and all of a sudden I'm like, nope, it's true. It's true. But yeah, it's a weird thing, like knowing like how different, because you can't tell what other people. It's weird. Like I know I'm different, but the only way I can prove it is like through tests and shit. But I don't know. Yeah. How much time do I have?
You have about 5:30.
Wow.
Wait, sorry, 6:30.
No, 5:30. I got
5:30.
Works for me. 5:30. So I'm just gonna. I have way more time than I expected for some reason. Let's see what I wrote a while ago. That's kind of weird. Oh, I just want to apologize to everybody. I should have tried harder. I am a genius, but I was too busy being dope to stop the world from falling apart. So I'm sorry. Yeah, nothing I can do about it now. I bought a 3-pack of condoms a while back. Came with 4 in it. 4. True. But when or like should I have trust issues with condoms now? Like they can't count. How are they supposed to keep me from having a baby? Thank you. I like this crowd. You guys are great. No, honestly though, this place is fucking amazing. Support LA School of Comedy.
Yes.
I guess I came at the right time. Started coming here at the right time when everything just already seemed like a cool community. So I don't know the backstory. There's probably a documentary somewhere down the line.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's a great place. Like I just with Jason doing his thing and Ryan, Sam, there's so much stuff going on here.
It is so much.
I love it.
And we love you.
We love you.
Thank you. A lot of great people here. We got actual audience members, which is always fun. Yeah, because they've never heard me like over and over talking up here, so they don't know what they're in for.
Man.
I kept it pretty confident. Pretty much.
That's true.
But we could talk about dicks and stuff if you want. No, but
No.
so Sunday. I'm having an open mic at my house. It's gonna like I don't know what it is. It's fucking weird. I just kind of burnt the boats on it. Like I said, fuck it. I'm moving forward. I picked a date. I've never hosted anything in my life. But it seems like people are gonna show up. I have friends coming. Like it's gonna be like a barbecue to start, then like an open mic. Sign up. It's gonna be like 4 for the kickback in my backyard. It'll be a little cold, so I have heaters and a fireplace and shit. I don't know. It should be fun. And then 5:30 sign up. It's all free. Bring your own booze, hot dogs, hamburgers. I don't know. All I know is,
Oh, we need the address.
oh yeah, just hit me up at Bobby fucking Peterson on Instagram. I don't want to like blast my address out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I don't know. It feels good to be like in a community, even if it's a bunch of fucking weirdos. So I wanted a place for those weirdos to hang out. So yeah, slide into my DMs. I don't know what that like. I know what it means, but it sounds dirty. I don't know.
It is.
Is it?
A little bit.
Okay. Well, yeah. I'm Bobby fucking Peterson. Thank you, and
Slide into his DMs so you can do that open mic. And I have to give it up for our comedy concierge.
Get up.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't you dare leave them here.
Oh, she's
It's okay.
on. Oh, you're on?
Yes.
Oh, no, no.
If you think there's a dearth of females in comedy, think again. Here comes the femme fatale. New ones.
That's my favorite thing. When you go up and you go, give it up for the wait staff, and you tell no jokes, and it's just, give it up, give it up. After the show, nobody gives it up. Oh no! I'm Sam. I'm from LA. Anybody else?
yeah.
Yes.
Lemaire, really?
Yeah.
I truly swear to God, never would have guessed. Ever. Isn't that crazy? I don't know why. I feel like me and you being in the same room, it's like, you know what I mean? It's just us.
Yeah.
I don't know, this energy. Am I wrong? I don't know. Is LA big enough for both of us? Anyways. Me and her on the phone is what I'm saying. We had such a cute time. Because I was here, right? And the phone rang and I went, hi, LA School of Comedy. This is Sam speaking. How can I help you? Because I work at Bath & Body Works. Thank you so much. But when I bring that like Bath & Body Works energy here, it's like very interesting, I feel like. I feel like when you call an open mic, it's like, hi. Hello, welcome to LA School of Comedy. What's your HP Boulevard? Are you trying to laugh, baby? You know what I mean? Press 4 for a man. 3 for Espanol. It's just kidding. I'm sorry. They made us put it. I had a great day at work today. There was a older couple who they revealed to me with a son my age. And when somebody said, when they mentioned that, and you know they look at each other, how? He's fine. I'm like, so what's gonna happen? Like, are we gonna look at pictures? Like, kind of like a sperm donor thing. It's like age, sign, blood type, sexual partner. You know, like I thought he was, but nothing happened. So I guess I gotta get back on dating apps because I need to stop relying on real life. There's a lot of love over here, huh? This corner. It's like I keep looking and I want to look away because it's making me upset. Are you guys? I need to stop. Are you guys? You know each other, right?
No, we don't.
You met outside.
You met outside, but you guys know each other.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so funny. This whole area, I don't know why I felt like that.
That's good.
It's
Good thing.
He's like, I hope. Don't look at me. I'm like, no, it's all love. I can feel it. That's so funny. Sometimes I do that at shows. I go, are you guys in love? And they go, it's my first date. Are you scared? You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like if you're going to ghost somebody after a first date, you might as well tell them you love them, right? Nobody else is doing that? Nobody else just goes on dates? And everybody goes like, girls go out to dinner with guys and they get a free meal. Like it's some fucking murder. You know what I mean? Girls. I mean, I didn't say bitches, did I? Could have been worse, right? No girls want to go out with me. Maybe because you have one lip. And it's chapped and it's bleeding. You know what I mean? Hey, where'd you get that hole in your wall? Girls know too well, right?
Right.
There's always a story behind it too. It's like, put a poster up, please.
Right.
You guys know what I'm talking about when a man punches a wall? No? Yeah. I wasn't there when it happened, you know, but it's like I'm looking around. One time I was in this guy's room and I see a sticker and it says Rump 2020. And I go, no. Too far in. Too Ubered in. I'm gonna pretend it's like grumpy. Like I made up in my head like what it could have been. I was in an Uber yesterday, and I was in an Uber 2 days ago, and I said, oh my gosh, hi! I brought up that I was a comedian. It's just funny because people tell you not to tell people you're a comedian for some reason. But it's like, how do I account for half my time at that point? You know what I mean? Like, do I look up like another like hobby that I do? Like, oh, I'm woodworking from like 6 to fucking 1 in the morning. Oh yeah, I'm just in my garage. Trying to get pussy. No, but why don't the girls like me? Maybe because you have no job. You know what I mean? And that's it. I'm just saying. No, that's all I'm saying, right? I don't think we need jobs. I mean, I don't, you know, like when people talk about like, oh, like, no, we should, obviously I'm anti-job. But it's like, if I need one, you should have one too kind of thing. I don't know. BYOJ, bring your own job. Like, no. Get a fucking job. I don't know how I haven't been fired yet. I think about that a lot, you know, because the older couple today, I hugged the mom and I went like this to the dad, and he's not doing it back, right? So at that point, you stop. Don't touch me there. That is my no square. No.
Right.
But you're not a girl, right? Was that like a chant we were taught for safety? You remember that?
The no square.
Don't touch me there. That is my no square. That's so sad.
Should have been a
It's
rectangle.
my no. My no square. My no hexagon. That's crazy. What was I gonna say? I live in West Hollywood, so I live with a vegan and a pit bull. And I'm just there, you know what I mean? You know, like I'm that kind of like, I identify as queer with a, what would I call it? Like a dick disability or something. You know what I mean? A wrong inclination to the dick nation. I'm addicted, what can I say? Sometimes it gets you frat boy with guys. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're either a flirter or you're there.
Right.
So if it's not the first one, it's like, let's just get there. You know what I mean? So you get what I'm saying? Sometimes I'm like, let's go! And it's never been received well. You know? With the guy when you're like, trying to, oh my god, are you, no one,
I got
I'll
it.
get myself like, I just love joking during the act. I love making it an act. You know what I mean?
Why not?
Like, are you ever watching a movie while it's happening and then you hear a funny line? You know what I mean? Where they're like, this is a big deal. I go, oh, no, it's a big deal. No laugh? That's really interesting. And it's like, for some reason, nobody likes me vape during sex, and it's like, that I don't understand. You know, the real question is, why is the activity that we're doing not exciting enough to override my addiction to nicotine? You know? Like, why isn't that distracting enough? I do work at the Beverly Center. Oh, my Uber driver. Okay, yeah. 2 Uber drivers asked me where I work. I told both of them, and the first one I felt like I shouldn't have. And then I got out of the second one, and then 2 hours later I was like, I shouldn't have either. But basically, I said, I do comedy, and he was like, Judd Apatow stole my idea for an octa. And I go, you know what? I believe you. This man sounded just like Seth Rogen. He was, what I found out, he's a part of a community called the Selective Vaxxer, where he doesn't want to get the COVID vax. If he could go back, he said he wouldn't have gotten the polio vaccine, but he did get the meningitis one. And I just felt like that was so interesting. You know what I mean? Like, that's some CRISPR shit. Like, you're picking and choosing what you're gonna, like, experience. It's like, you know, like, I'd be fine with my polio. Like, not that many people have it. I'd probably get some great, you know, modern care. I don't know. My dad is so pro-vax. How pro-vax is he? He's just like, when he hears somebody doesn't vaccinate their kids, well, he always brings iron lung. It's iron lung foster care, and what's wrong with you? I love him. We were at the zoo, because we're a zoo mall kind of family. We're not like an amusement park picnic. Does that make sense? You know, like it's not really activity. It's like a lot of walking, looking. You know, just looking. It's so funny when you go to the zoo with a family who. I guess it's been fucking June night. I wasn't gonna go there, but I'll go there. But we complain, you know, like when people say to me, "How's your day? Can't complain." I go, "I can't always." What do you want to see? But you know, you go to the zoo and it's like, why is this exhibit still under construction? And it's like, there's probably not a lot of the animals left. Like, I don't know, you know what I mean? When you go to the zoo and you still find a reason to be upset. But the reason that you're upset is not the fact that the animals are in cages. You know what I mean? Where's the rhino? Well, why are they even bringing the rhino here? You know? And then they make up a story where the animal was hurt and they needed to be at the zoo. Fuck you! That's fake. That's not real. You saved that elephant and happened to leave her fucking baby in the woods.
Oh.
No, I just made that up. It happens every day. No. Every day. Elephants are being taken away from their young. And you could talk about No Square, you can talk about war, you can talk about anything on this stage, and I've never gotten that reaction about a fake elephant. Fake baby. This has been Fake Real News. I'm Sam. You can find me on Instagram at SamLakeTBH. Give it up for Sunda. Let's give it up for Jason, who's on here today. Ryan has an opera this Sunday at
the Bing Theater at USC. At USC, the Bing Theater. Ryan, who's here, you guys don't know Ryan yet, but you will. And he works here too. He's great, and we're going to see him in an opera, and then I'm going to feed the homeless after that. And that's my day.
Yeah. We're going to feed our hearts, and then we're going
So
to
you
feed
can,
the
like,
streets.
Is it free or?
Feeding
No,
the
it's
homeless?
$20.
No, the show.
The show is $20. Watch out for the paint! I'm sorry. The paint! Get off the paint!
Oh!
I'm so sorry.
I didn't realize that.
I've been here since 6:30 this morning! No, I didn't do it. I was waiting for Leo to come.
Okay.
And that's okay, but see, you noticed.
Oh.
Because somebody rented and then put tape up on my wall and said they didn't and then ripped it down. And that's why it looks so sloppy. And we don't like that sloppiness. And if I pronounce your name incorrectly, I want you to say Sunderland Krunkvist Zafran 3 times fast. I want you to tell me how many times you've seen a Swedish and black redneck Jew on stage. Raised by a friggin' mafioso Italian man. Alright, well wait, we got David, okay. Roberto de los Muertos. Are you coming up?
Oh, that was me.
What are you doing to me today? How about Artine Tiller? Are they all coming up?
Yes.
Okay, alright, let's give it up for Artie. First time up.
Thank you. I haven't heard Artie in a long time. It was like when I came to California, I became Art. But you took me back to Connecticut. I can't believe this is your first date, guys. You're either very confident or you're very broke that you came over yesterday. It's one or the other. What was our first date? Do you remember? It was, we just went top of the hill and we just looked at the city, right? So that was it, no? Yeah. Oh yeah, and I cooked for you after. Pre-made, pre-manufactured food, pre-made food, what was that? It's not really cooking. Yeah. Yeah, but this is my wife, Evelyn. We've been married for a year. You know, we dated for 9 years before that. And we figured we'd take it slow, you know? Yeah, some people go through like dating, marriage, divorce, even murder within like the first year. But this is going all right, you know?
So far so good.
Yeah, so far so good. So there are really 2 types of people out there. They are Armenians, and then people that want to be Armenians. There are actually a bunch of Jews in between, but we're not going to touch that today. I'm Armenian, yes, and I used to be a very proud one, but then Kardashians came out, and since then I'm just being Armenian quietly. But it's all right. I'm waiting patiently for it to be over, But I recently realized that more babies mean more episodes, and I don't see the end in sight. Another situation that I'm in, I'm from Russia.
Oh God.
Arguably the worst country to be from nowadays, arguably.
Yeah.
But I lived there for 20 years and I don't really recommend it. But I don't want to give anybody a wrong idea because Russia is great. It's just not great for everybody. You see, over there, it's not about who you are or even what you do. It's all about what you took and who you took it from. That's the measure of success. That's why it's good, but not for everyone, you know. Anybody from Ukraine here? Probably not. Yeah? What are you doing here? You must be, you know, you must be busy right now. But I have a message, you know, and it doesn't just come from me. It comes from all the Russians. Russian people don't want Ukraine. We don't even want Russia. If we are taking another country, why does it have to be Ukraine? It's lame. Why do we have to take Ukraine? We already have so much of it in Russia. And if we had a little bit less, it would still be planning. You know? Why don't we take a good one? How about Finland? That's pretty good. It's also cold. It's familiar. And we can learn something from the Finnish guys, you know? Like, they don't need vodka to stay warm. You know, they just turn up the heat. That's it. That's genius. Same thing in Russia. We don't need to get shit-faced, all right? Just turn up your thermostat and you will be warm. It may not be as much fun, but it will do the job, you know? And don't worry about gas. It will never run out. In Russia, there's too much gas for it to run out. You know? I'm gonna be honest with everybody. By the way, before we move on, you know what's the difference between a drunk Russian man? You know what's worse than a drunk Russian man? Is a drunk Russian woman. If a drunk man is just a disaster for the neighbors, a drunk Russian woman is like an apocalypse for the whole neighborhood. And if you have two of them on one block and they collide like at the same speed, that's like Big Bang 2.0. You don't want to be there. I know it because I've seen it. It's not fun. You know, when I first moved here a long time ago, my original plan was to destroy American economy and come back home a national hero. But after living here for a few years, I realized this is exactly what Democrats are doing. Doesn't look like they need my help. They're doing a really good job. So I just figured I'll stay and watch the show, you know. And the show is good. It's a good show. But you know, I'm afraid of turning on the TV nowadays because I don't know what else they have in store for us. Seriously, like every time it's getting worse.
Yeah.
Like remember COVID-19 started and then it ended as soon as the war in Ukraine began? I mean, people were still dying and people were getting sick, but nobody gave a shit anymore. That was not the agenda anymore. But now all they talk about is war in with Israel, right? And that ends pretty much the war in Ukraine because just the Jews are more important, you know?
Ukrainians were the worst in the Holocaust.
Yes, I know. Yeah. But you know, this country is pretty good. It's a good country, and a lot of you guys think it's not good, it's bad, but this is what good looks like, trust me, all right? You just have to compare it to something. Yeah, it's a good country, but it would have been much better if Americans beat their children, seriously. Like, ass whooping is so underrated in this country. It's unbelievable. Americans think it's not good for your children, but how come the rest of the world is doing it and it works great for them? This is how they're getting ahead of us, guys. Because they invest in their children. You want to make a difference in someone's life, you have to whoop their ass. And that person will never be the same again. You make them better. You give them a favor. You know, everybody who was born like my parents were born in the Soviet Union, And everybody who was born there had their asses whooped. That was just, you know, part of a Soviet educational system. You started it at home, you know, then you got more in school, where they use like whipping sticks, with special equipment. And then you got one more at the end of the day, just to make sure the other two didn't go to waste, you know. Man, but they were teaching kids from a young age, you do something wrong, somebody's gonna come over and knock you on the head, you know. And that unfortunately didn't change when you grew up, you know. It's still the same shit, just the stakes gotten higher, you know. That's why it probably fell apart, you know, because they're just beating the shit out of everybody. Yeah, but you know, I'm also was born in the Soviet Union, believe it or not. That's how old I am. But when I was a kid, the democracy came, you know, the curtain fell, and you know, nobody gave a shit anymore. So no more whooping sticks in schools, and you know, I didn't get the benefit of all that Soviet educational system. And my parents didn't beat me, you know. My grandma did for them, and she did a great job. She was dedicated and experienced. You know, where I'm from, they say if they beat you, that means they love you. And man, that woman loved me. She loved me. I was her favorite. You know, she had a bunch of other kids that she raised. You know, her kids and grandkids. But she told my mom one time, "This is the only one that fights back. What's up with that?" I mean, what do you mean, what's up with that? What am I gonna do? You throw a heavy leather? I have like survival instincts kicking in, you know. Plus, you had 7 previous opponents, and I'm just making my debut, you know. Doing the A game. Yeah, she loved me too much. She didn't beat me enough, though. She would hit me for no reason sometimes. She'd be like, "Smack, what was that for? I didn't do anything." "I know you didn't, but who said life was fair?" Life's not fair, alright? It's not. Yeah, she didn't beat me enough. One time she put she put salt in my mouth. That was the most memorable thing of my childhood, because that shit hurt way more than ass whooping. Because burning sensation on your ass is just, you can walk it off, you know, and go away, but salt in your mouth just tears your mouth apart. It hurts down to your soul. Whatever she tried to teach me that day, I learned so well, because I never called her a bitch again. Yeah, but my parents didn't beat me, you know. My dad hit me one time, you know. I said, but it was later already, when I grew up already. I said, "Let me borrow the car, I want to go, you know, go for a spin." He said, "No." So I said, okay. He went upstairs, and I rolled the car out of the garage. Started outside, went for a drive, and then coming back home, I already see him standing outside the garage, like getting ready. And I knew what's coming, because I've seen the same look at his mother when she was about to hit me. And I come out of the car, he punches me in the chest, and I said, "Dad, your mama hits harder."
Oh!
This is when we got very close with my dad, you know, because before we weren't very close. You know, it takes an ass whooping from one person to bring it together. But I think this is my time, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. My name is Artem.Tiliev. I'm actually organizing a comedy show. It's for a charity purpose. It's like an Armenian comedy show. It's going to take place on November 29th in the Landmark Hall in Mission Hills. And yeah, only a couple of weeks left if somebody wants to come over and support Armenian children and families that were deported from Azerbaijan to Armenia. Over 100,000 people left everything behind and had to leave. You don't really hear that much anymore because of everything else that's going on in the world, but you know, 100,000 people really need help, so
All right.
we're gonna help them with that.
Thank you very much. We're hoping 100,000 people saw you tonight, so let them be there for you. Thank you. Very funny. Very funny, as we know. Here we go with the comedy of the one and only Kenzie. That's it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Kenzie. I'm not a Gen Z. I'm actually one of the youngest millennials alive. Yeah, which means I got some participation trophies growing up. Yeah, do you know how hard it is to make your dad proud when everyone's a winner? Yeah, I won a track event one time, and they gave me a rainbow ribbon, and I brought it home and showed my dad, and he was just like, "What are you, the gayest or something?" And I was like, "No, Dad, I like girls. I'm a winner." Yeah, prove to y'all that I'm not actually gonna tell you about a sexual experience I had with a woman. Y'all ever finish the deed, then immediately tell them you got a wife and kids? Yeah, just a quick by the way, I've got I don't have a wife and kids in the States. So me and this chick, we were hooking up, and things were starting to heat up, and she was like, "I'm gonna reach over, I'm gonna get my lube," and I was like, "Oh, fine, she's gonna get wet, you know." And then she pulls out a jar of coconut oil. I was like, "What are we about to bake some vegan cookies or something?" And she was like, "No, put your dick in the jar." And I was like, "Nah. I don't know how many dicks have been in that jar." She was playing some kind of sick game, some kind of twisted horror game, just counting how many she can get in the jar. So I kindly refused, and we baked some cookies. She's due in 6 weeks. No, she ended up slathering that stuff on and started getting to the action. Missionary. My favorite, hot, regular, boring sex, I'm on top, she's on top, incense burning, rose petals, and lights are dimmed, a mariachi band in the corner, and a little side table, cigarettes, champagne. Hot, boring sex, normal, So having a good time, and then she goes and asks me to do doggy style, and you ever been reluctant about doing doggy style? Like she's hoping for a mastiff, you're gonna give her just like a sad beagle, And so she asked me to do that, and I was just like, I'm having a good time right now, like, are you sure you want to? Like, sure. So I start hitting it from the back, and she starts making the most intense eye contact. And I thought the whole point of doggy style was to not make eye contact, disconnect. So I'm getting weirded out, like, why is she looking? Why is she looking at me now? So I just kind of had to, like, nudge, kind of just push it, just look the other way. So yeah, I don't know how to end this, but she finished. Yeah, so that's good. Alright. You guys ever break any bones? You ever break any bones?
Yes.
So what'd you break?
My right foot, my left ankle.
Right foot, left ankle? You like
2 separate times.
Parachute accident? Like, no?
Stepped out of the elevator and somebody left him up.
Oof. Did you get some insurance money?
It's too much work here.
Yeah. Anybody not break any bones?
Wow.
Can't trust these guys. Good calcium or whatever. Bad to the bone. But yeah, actually, the reason the thugs are in harmony is because they all broke bones. You know? Anyways, some people think they had it pretty tough in middle school. I broke my femur in the 7th grade. Yeah, fun times. With that, I was playing baseball. Yeah, I went from striking dudes out and like fingering chicks for the first time to, being in a wheelchair with 6 pins drilled into my leg and a dependency for Vicodin and Valium. And some kids were taking pills for fun, You know, I was just trying to avoid agony. Mom, give me my pills. You know. Yeah. So yeah, I went playing baseball. I went to field of ground ball, you know, like boom, and then just planted my foot, boom, snap, pop.
Ooh.
You know, and yeah, then I went down. I woke up I blacked out. You know, woke up a couple minutes later, like, is there a sniper? And then who hit me with a baseball? Like, you know, it sucked. And the EMT was like, no, but we're gonna have to pop your knee back into place, so you may never walk again. So suck on this helium. And I was just like, oh fuck. You know, so it's cool. It's good, guys. So yeah, so I was playing it tough up until that point, right? Like I was keeping it cool. You know, there's no crying in baseball. Rub some dirt on it. You know, probably go in, but yeah, it wasn't a compound fracture, but yeah, they snapped that in. I started crying for my mom, dude. Started crying for Paul Walker, dude. It was 2007, so he was super hot then. I don't think he was dating a 16-year-old at that point. But anyways, yeah, Paul Walker was dating a 16-year-old when he was like 34, if you guys didn't know. Anyways, yeah, baseball. Thing I loved the most. Took my leg for a little while. Early lesson in love. Sometimes it hurts. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't all bad. I was in a wheelchair for the next 4 months ish, which was kind of fun in retrospect, because at the same time I had a friend who was an idiot. He ended up in a wheelchair at the same time. Yeah, Ricky, he got dared, and like someone was like, "I'll give you $20 if you jump off the 2nd story of this school building." And Ricky was like, "Bet." And then yeah, he ended up like shattering his tibia. He was in a wheelchair with me. So it was cool though, because we had these long hallways in our school, and in between classes we would set up races. We get like the cool kids betting on them and stuff, and it was pretty fun in that sense. And then yeah, we'd have like wheelie spin competitions where both of us would just end up wiping out and eating shit and having to go to the nurse. That was good times. Good times in a wheelchair. Yeah, that's when I got into World of Warcraft too. I was like, ah, shit. I can't play sports. You know, I'm gonna go be a mage. You know? And it was fun times. Fun times. Anyways, guys, I think I'm running out of time. I got like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Oh, okay. Let's think if there's anything else. Are we having fun? You guys having fun?
Yeah.
It's been a good night. Alright, let's think of the last minute and a half to something random. I'm having stupid guy confidence. I went and did like a no-look karaoke thing the other week, and I was like, I've sung along to that song like 4 times. I know the words. 3 lyrics in, I was like, oh, I'm an idiot. I'm way too confident, you know. But I feel like we kind of need that, you know. If you're gonna move to LA with the dreams of fame and fortune, you gotta have some kind of like dumb, blind confidence. Anyways, guys, I feel a tingle in my left nut, so I'm gonna go see what that's all about.
That's a good set, right?
That's a good set.
Thanks, guys. KenzyFoster on Instagram.
There you
Thanks.
go.
Thanks.
Thank you, Kenzie. Oh my God. Out of your mind. You are out of your mind. She probably uses the coconut oil for coconut pulls, like for your voice. You guys do that?
Like
Gargle
oil
coconut
pulls?
oil?
Oil pulls are good, yeah.
Yeah, no, oil pulls are good. You have to. Other pulls are good too, I'm sure, but we're not thinking. I called the guy Richie Pullet, and that wasn't even his real last name, because he always used to say Pullet. And then when I put him on a guest list, I didn't have his right last name. I'm sorry. Because I always called him Richie Pullet. And that's not his name. Oh my God, and he was at this party, kept saying, I'm on this list. And he's like, that's not my last name. And I was just like, you're absolutely right. But speaking of pulling it up to the stage from HBO, Lace is the one and only Mr. Albert Linton. Can you hear you?
Thank you. Thank you. Keep going for some.
Watch out, we just painted.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna make it. How you guys doing? Oh, that's really good. I'm glad to hear it. Ukraine. I want to talk about the Ukraine. I have some distant relationship. My wife's father ordered a bride, mail order, and she came from the Ukraine. And she came over and they got hooked up. And then her grandmother was dying, so she had to go back to the Ukraine. And so my wife's father sold his share in the family farm. Now you gotta understand, the family farm sits atop of the largest oil reserve in the state of Louisiana. So between selling rice and pumping oil, they make a lot of money. So he sold his rights to the farm and he moved to the Ukraine to follow his wife, whose name was Bibiana or some kind of shit like that. Or something, right? And then like 6 months later, he was dead. Because they say he slipped and hit his head on the bathroom. And then the $850,000 that he took with him to start a tilapia farm in Ukraine suddenly disappeared. Nobody knew where it was, and they weren't able to find it. And I think that to this day, that was the straw that broke the camel's back with her, and eventually she killed herself.
Oh.
Yeah. Sad story. So, man, do I miss that pussy. I just wanted to say. But did you think I wasn't going to twist it that way? Did you think I was just going to leave the story like that? A simple story? I don't think so. Anyway, Ukraine. So, I haven't talked about Ukraine in a long time. Oh yes, I'm on this show called Lace, L-A-C-E, and it stars Maryam Bashir, and she's a very hot, very talented black lady who she stars as a lawyer trying to pursue her dreams as a lawyer and cover up her family's corruption, because they are some corrupt pieces of shit, according to the storyline. So the show is on All Black, HBO. What is it called? You guys know it. You watch it all the time, right?
Lace.
HBO All Black Gems, I think it's something like that. So it's called Lace. And yeah, so check it out. I also have a show called Cabbage, in which I play the best part I've ever played since I've been in LA. I play this real underworld thing, guy. You saw it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I showed it to
I liked it.
to my love of my life.
Yeah.
Soon. So that's also out there, and that was a fun part because this dude was really awful. He was really terrible, you know. So I got to be really just, oh man, that was so much fun.
Typecast.
And so in addition, in addition to wanting a bigger dick, I also want a wig. People start wearing wigs. I want a wig that will make me look like Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction. You remember that one? I want to look like him in Pulp Fiction. So he looks okay. So wigs. I think we get a blonde wig, though, you know, maybe a red one or something like that, and maybe long, you know, so I can do that. Do that. And not look stupid. Because why would I be doing this now? I don't have any fucking hair, right? But that hair, I could do that. You'll never know how much a black man wants to do that. Flip that shit back. That ain't gonna happen. This shit, you put it in one place, it stays there. Ain't no moving. So I'm thinking, what's your shoes doing over here, son? What's up, baby? I like those. Right, Mom?
Yes.
So, I like these too. All right, so, the last time I got laid, I don't think I can think back that far, but I was trying to remember it today, and I couldn't. It's been a minute. It's been a minute or two. But that's okay, because I'm going to get laid tonight. She doesn't know it yet. But I'm going to explain it to her after I show her my gun. You can blow me now? Well, a little bit later, girl, come on! Right? That didn't work out the way I thought it would. Let's move to something else. I did that joke the last time I was here. I'm getting ready to do on a show for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints singles. And I'm going to bring in some comedians who are also Latter-day Saints. You call us Mormons, but we are Latter-day Saints. LDSs. That's what we call ourselves. So I have to clean up my act. Well, everybody knows how I am. I got a potty mouth. I have potty thoughts. I'm always cursing. Profanity isn't like something I throw into my language every now and then. It's like I throw in normal words every now and then. Curse all the time. So I have to fix that. Because you can't go and all that profane language. I don't know what I'm going to do. You know, to write some stuff. Writing is difficult for me. You know, so I usually write stuff when I'm in the shower, or if I'm distracted doing something else, then a line will come up to me, a joke will come up, and boom, you know, I wrote my entire first 5 minutes, like 40-something years ago. So now I got to write it clean. I've never wanted to be clean. None of my heroes were clean. You know, the only one who was clean. Mm-hmm. Bill Cosby, and he was a piece of shit. He turned out to be a piece of shit. But he would never say shit on stage. He would never curse. And then he got down on Eddie Murphy about cursing. But Eddie Murphy didn't rape 35 women. Right. Even though he cursed. That sack of pissed me off. I only raped 34. I'm saying! So it's 35. Who's counting? No. Don't break this out. I get a little carried away, so I'm gonna save that one. Okay, what I have? Another 30 minutes?
2.
Okay, 2. Oh, only 2?
Yeah.
All right. So what else going on? I don't have anything else in my book. I talked about lace. Any other actors in the room?
Sure.
All of us.
I got into acting because, seriously, I wanted to be in love scenes. Problem is, the only movie I got a part in was Benji. I'm trying to remember the punch. It's an old joke. And the problem is, the only movie I got a part in was Benji. I got the part, but I also got fleas. I can't remember the joke. I gotta work on that. I gotta bring that back. Okay, all right. Men are afraid of women. We all know that. Why? Why are men afraid of women? Because we're afraid we won't get laid. We'll do anything to get laid. We'll even listen to your incessant chatter. Just to get laid. We want to get laid. Women are in control of men. They really are. I was out shopping the other day and I saw this guy. He was looking at a lampshade and he said, "I like this," talking about the lampshade. And his wife appeared out of nowhere and said, "You don't like that." You come with me, I'll show you what you like. And he went with her to find out what he liked. Is that it? Is that
Yes.
am I on the time?
Yes.
All right. Oh, and you can find me on, my name is Albert Linton. You can find me on Instagram at Albert Linton Comedy. You can find me on Facebook at Albert Linton Comedy, or hang out around the dumpster. I'll be there later tonight.
Ah,
Welcome to the band!
thank you, Mr. Linton. So that's the end of our show for tonight, but we're gonna ask you to stay because we have one more comic that's gonna go on, that's not gonna go live. And if people tell you you're funny, you probably are. Come on down to the LA School of Comedy. My name is Sundar Krunkus. I've been your host. You guys have been a great audience and great comedians.